First United Methodist Church just hosted a weekend-long mission conference. We heard from a lot of our mission partners, but Saturday was that day devoted to getting our members out of the seats and into the streets.
Erin and I both worked with the girls from the United Methodist Children's Home in Scottsboro.
I had no idea what to expect. It is a really hard feeling as a mother with 4 kids and a house over my head and a good family situation to be with a group of girls that don't have that. I firmly believe, it's ingrained in me, that we should always give back.
It's really, it's one thing to go to church on Sunday morning and to receive. It's another to go out on a Saturday morning and give.
And I've been looking for a mission that would speak to me, that felt like something I was comfortable with.
Just sitting down with those ladies and talking to them and them wanting to hear about me a little bit, and then I'm learning about them. We have both, had different journeys in our lives, but to come alongside them and want to say, hey, I'll walk along with you, that means a lot when they say, I need you in my life.
It seemed like God put it right there for me to be a mission that I could adopt, and it just seemed like an answer to prayer for me as a mission that I could support.
Being a part of a church that wants to go out and be the hands and feet of Christ is everything to me. Just make a difference in someone's life, and while you're doing that, it makes a big difference in your own life.
I went in to order the sandwich trays, and we're talking, and I'm getting her advice, and I said, this is, I'm not going to eat these sandwiches. These are for other people that I don't know. And I said, it's a mission from our church to love on the people there. And she said, I would like to go to a church that does missions like that.
I've been praying for that. I said, God, please give me a church to go so I can be comfortable with and my kids can be comfortable. Yes, you want to help people, and then God will reward you when you get up there. Yes, because He asks you and then you do what God tells you to do.
We are asked to be the hands and feet of Christ, and we're supposed to reach out to others and love others. If we can find a need, we can help them, and then that opens the door to share Christ.
We met a group of people from a church in Hulaco Church of Christ. They were at the hospital because one of their members was in intensive care, had never been baptized, and they weren't sure he was going to make it. Now you have to understand, this is a full immersion denomination. So they had to erect a tank in the ICU, fill it with water, and then lift this poor man off of his bed and lower him into the water. And it was a beautiful moment to have his church family around him in the ICU. We ministered to them, we prayed with them, we shared with them some goodies, and I thought that would be the end of it. A week goes by, moved on, hadn't thought much about it. I'm at church, and Jeanette Barricos comes up to me, and she said, Henry, were you one of the ones that was at Huntsville Hospital a couple of weeks ago? She said, well, I was visiting some people at the hospital a week later, completely unrelated. I was in the ICU, and when I told them I was from First Methodist, they said, the nurses said, oh my goodness, we heard about your church and the way you've been praying for our patients here. We want to thank you and your church for what you did for our people that day. We would have never known that anything we had done had resonated with people if it hadn't been 2 weeks later when Jeanette Barricos came to us with her encounter at ICU. What a witness it is that we don't know the seeds we plant, but those seeds are sprouting and growing healthily with God's covenant grace.
Jesus tells his disciples, the harvest is plentiful, the workers are few. He goes on to say, ask the Lord of the harvest, therefore, to send out workers into the harvest field. And the Go team is doing just that. We're praying that God would send workers out into his field. We're praying that God would rise us up out of our seats and into his streets. I hope that you will prayerfully consider joining us.